Hello students, in previous video we already taken the information about law of diminishing marginal utility, which is based on cardinal approach, in which utility can be measured in terms of number, but according to ordinal approach we cannot measure the utility which we obtained by the consumption of the goods and services, means use of the goods and services. Ordinal approach rank the utility that we get from the different combinations of the goods and services which we consume, means which we use. Students, today we are going to take the more information about indifference curve analysis. It is based on ordinal approach. Indifference curve introduced by R.G.D. Allen and J.R. Hicks in 1930. Indifference curve, it is the measure of tastes and preferences of the consumer, and it shows how the consumer maximizes utility in spending his income. Means every person is always trying to maximize his satisfaction in spending his income. So, indifference curve means it shows different combinations of two commodities in which consumer get equal satisfaction. Take an example. Suppose consumer have two combinations, that is A and B combination, and both combinations got two commodities. Means combination A will have different combinations of X and Y commodity. Here X commodity represents for the units of the biscuits and Y commodity represents for the units of the bananas. Combination B also have the different combinations of the X and Y commodity, means units of the biscuits and units of the bananas. When consumer asks to choose between A and B combination, then here the consumer consumes both combinations A and B combination. Means the consumer use the both combination. Why? Because it will easy to tell him from which combination he got higher satisfaction. Means from A combination he got higher satisfaction, or from B combination he got the higher satisfaction. Means the consumer may prefer A to B, or he may prefer B to A, or the consumer may be indifferent between A and B. Here the consumer may be indifferent between A and B combinations mean he will neither choose A combination nor choose B combination. Why? Because all combinations gives equal satisfaction to him. Students, we will explain it with the help of indifference schedule. See here. In this schedule, the first column shows the different combination of the goods, means A, B, C, D and E. Second column shows the quantity of the X commodity, means units of the biscuits. Third column shows the quantity of the Y commodity, means units of the bananas. Here the consumer consuming both, means X and Y commodity together. At the combination A, consumer consume 1 unit of biscuit and 12 units of the bananas. At the second combination, means B, the consumer consumes, means he increase the consumption of the X commodity from 1 unit to 2 units, and he decrease the consumption of Y commodity from 12 units to 8 units. At the C combination, consumer increase the consumption of the X commodity from 2 units to 3 units, and he decrease the consumption of the Y commodity from 8 units to 5 units. Means if we increases the consumption of X commodity and decreases the consumption of Y commodity, then the level of satisfaction is the same for all the combinations. In conclusion, all the combinations, means A, B, C, D and E, there is a vary in the number of the quantity. See here, at the A combination, there is a 1 unit of biscuit and 12 units of the bananas. At the B combination, there are the 2 units of the biscuits and 8 units of the bananas. At the D combination, there are the 4 units of the biscuits and 3 units of the bananas. Means there is the vary in the number of the quantities, but it gives equal satisfaction to the consumer. Students, we will explain it with the help of the diagram. See here. In the diagram, on the OX axis, we represents the units of the biscuits, and on the OY axis, we represents the units of the bananas. Here, IC is the indifference curve. The curve joining all these points, which representing the combinations of the two commodities. Here, at the A combination, consumer consumes 1 unit of biscuit and 12 units of the bananas. At the C combination, consumer consumes 3 units of the biscuits and 5 units of the bananas. When we joining all these points, we will get the indifference curve. Here, all these points on the indifference curve, means A, B, C, D and E, they provide the same level of dissatisfaction to the consumer. Students, if you observe, you will come to know indifference curve is convex to the origin, and the slope of indifference curve is downwards, means it slopes left to rightwards because of the law of diminishing marginal utility. So, the indifference curve shows different combinations of the two commodities in which the consumer get equal satisfaction. Students, this is all about indifference curve, and indifference curve shows the different combinations of the two commodities in which the consumer get equal satisfaction.